Aussie land, left that strife. Damn man breeze, new fucking life. Waves on the beach, calm my soul. Come to peace, I'm feeling whole. Singtel vibes, streets hum. Motorcycles roar, hearts don't run. One mean bite, flavors sing. River glows, hope it brings. Old scales fade, mine feels light. None gun shines, day and night. I'm on the name, you heal. Big Phil raps, truth I feel. No more chains, past is gone. I've been found, now I'm strong. Bubble heels here, left my gaze. Two yo flows in our days.
Fuck Melody, shout it high. Don't need fucks, my soul flies. Fuck Melody, power is me. Big Phil creep, turn next key.
Trap beat drops, that vibe soar. Danang nights, I'm fully restored. Full info, green cure. Sam Humphrey pure. Dragon bleed flames, twilight sky. Big filth grins, no more cry. True hunt calls, streets life alive. Expat heart, now I thrive. Make a 5 beats, clear away. Night weed, sparks every day. Coconut sips, big sides in. Sook weed grows very within. Vietnam love, set me free. Da Nang's home, yeah that's me. Big Phil rhymes, truth I spit. Come on Nang City, I'm lit.
Fuck Melody, shout it high. Don't need fucks, my soul flies. Fuck Melody, power is me. Big Phil creep, turn next key.
Sunrise goes, my key shines. Da Nang's heart, same as mine. Tin lung peace, feels mine's clear. No more ghosts, no more fear. Street food stalls, let's feast feast. Been yeah found in a beast. Aussie past, left it behind. What V flow feeds the grind. Whirlwind trips, lanterns glow. Tum tum lifts, I grow. Big filth walks, head held high. Come on throws, like the sky. Expat soul, Da Nang's grace. Sookman builds this my place. Trap bass hums on my life. Vietnam, I fucking survive.
Fuck Melody, shout it high. Don't need fucks, my soul flies. Fuck Melody, power is me. Big Phil creep, turn next key.
Yeah, what a funny song, eh? Yo, where am I? Hold on a second, I'll get myself up. I gotta share this fucking shit. I don't know if I'm live in places, so I can't tell. I gotta go to somehow. I gotta go to YouTube and see if it's live there, because it should be. It says it is. I don't know if it fucking is. We had a little bit of a drop a minute ago, but it's not dropping anymore. I need to go William TV, GOY, so I can share this out to people. Welcome, and I'm gonna go over some crime stats on all the crime rates in Australia. So I just signed into GTV. And just not all the crime rates, just the last year. That's what I hate, man. Like, I go to sign on something, GTV, you can only, every time you sign a new device, you got to get a new fucking password. So I go down to me, copy. It's on live on GTV, and I'll post this, and on Let's Go for a Ride, which I can't share. On the old Jushu. What? How did Keta come out of Let's? You stupid phone. I just want Let's Go for a Ride. And I'll share this one time. go. So first of all, I want to say that this is not a joke. None of this is a joke. This is all real. This is not satire. This is 100% stats. Right? It's facts and stats. Right? Get rid of that. It's fat stacks of stats with facts. Okay? Just share it in my fucking channel. Okay, first I want to point out, I got these stats on my phone, these ones. Look at them up. I was doing the stats with a friend earlier. Okay, so there's been a lot of crime in Melbourne lately, especially with knives and a certain group of people. Let's just discuss who that group of people are, okay? The South Sudanese who have been stabbing people with machetes and killing them and maiming them, our people, and let's just make bins where they could probably just cut them bins open and steal the knives that were put in there anyway, right? Let's ban knives for people when it's not the people that is causing this issue. The South Sudanese, right? They make up 0.14% of the Melbourne City population. Okay, 0.14, right? The crime rate among these people is 1%. For those that don't know what 1% is, I looked up the stats on how much crime. Let me go. There's one. I looked up the crime, so I'm going to go back actually, because I had to. Melbourne population is 5,300,000. Right, I'll get that up on there. Put it up here. Melbourne's population is 5,300,000 and 391,800. Anyway, let's just say it's 5,300,000. Let's just go to that, right? So if 5.3 million divided, I know this is the harder way, I should have got a calculator up, who gives a fuck. I divided by 0.14, alright? Is that 3.7 by divided by, right? Total amount is, so what the fuck? That's stupid. There's a fucking calculator. How do you find a calculator? Why don't I just do this to start off with? Where is it? It's over here. Hold on. Let me get that up for you to see now as well. Plus, go. We want window capture. Okay. We want calculate that. There we go. I should put my glasses on too. Where are they? Oh, they were already. Look at that. Got a big screen over here too. I'm looking at, and that's Da Nang City behind me. So let's say 5. How come that doesn't work? I have to use the mouse. 5. Wait, hold on. I'm gonna go back. Go. 5. Oh, that's right. 5, 3, 2, 3, 5 divided by 0.14 equals. I don't understand that. Is that 37? That's only 37 million. How am I doing that wrong? How am I doing that wrong? Got to times it by 100. That's what it is, isn't it? I haven't done maths like this in a long time. Shit. Times it by 100. And then divided by that much. So 5 point, it's working now. 3 million. No, that's not right. 3. What? 5 3. Times 100 divided by 0.14 will give me the amount. Hey, it's still not fucking right. God damn it, I forgot how to do maths on a calculator anyway. In my head it's different. Okay, there's 5.3 million people, right? What's 0.4 of that? If I was able to get it up on here actually. Let me forward it, go forward. So when it does the math, not me, that math is dumb as well. I don't know what happened with Google, you're a retard. But it equates to like 35,000, right? 35,000 South Sudanese living in Melbourne, 35,000, okay? Now, if 1% is doing the crime rate of 35,000, right? That would mean that we got to do, as it's 0.14, right? It's 0.14 of, that's not a percent. So we've got to now make that 6 times. Well, technically it's just under 7 times, right? But we're going to just do 6 times, right? So we go, get the calculator. So let's say, delete, where's delete? How the fuck does this stupid thing work? No, where's the other one going? Calculator, please. So we say 35,000. I think it was 37 actually. 37,000, right? Times 6 equals 222,000 crimes in 1 year done by South Sudanese people. What's that divided by 362? They're doing 613 crimes a fucking day in Melbourne alone. 613 fucking crimes a day. A day. That is unbelievable. Holy fuck. Man. That there is proving that our government are bringing in criminals. Let me go over that again. Let me wipe this. I don't know if there's anyone watching. I haven't seen any comments coming up anywhere. I don't know if people are watching. It's still live. So I'm just going to keep going, all right? Let's go back to this. It's 30.14 of, so 1%. That's still not even right, actually. That's giving them too much. Too many people. It's less than that, which means they're doing more crime than that. So I've done bad math here, right? So let me do this again. 5 million, 37. The calculation to do 5 million. Therefore, 5 million divided by 0.04 equals approximately 35,714. Yeah, 35,000. That's right. So it's 35,000. 35,000. That one don't work. Okay, 35,000. Right. Times 6, because to make it 1%, because they're committing 1% of the crimes, right? You can look that up in your statistics on. I found that with Gronk, bit of Gronk, right? Gronk says to me that African youth account for approximately 50% of young people in custody in 2024, a sharp increase from 4% in 2012, despite African Australians representing only a small percentage of overall population. The South Sudanese born, the ones always in trouble, is 0.14% of Melbourne's population, are responsible for 1% of the crime, right? 35 times 6, because it's got to be 0.14, so 0.5, let's just say 0.15, sorry, 0.15, right? Times 6 is 90, correct? Yes, right? And then, so let's go to 90, right? So that takes it to make it 1%, takes it to 90,000. That's 90,000, so it's 35,000 crimes, so let's say 90,000 people divided by 35,000 equals, is that right? 35, 90,000. Do I got to put dots in there? That doesn't seem right. Something didn't work there. 90,000 divided by 35. That's right. Each one of these people are doing 2.5 crimes a day. Each one of these 35,000 immigrants are doing 2.5 crimes a day each. Not one person's doing it, each. They're each doing the crime. I may have that math completely wrong, so now that I'm going to move away from math, because we've just proved the statistics are fucking, the government is allowing us. So I want to ask, is it treason if the government knowingly brought in criminals into Australia after looking at stats? South Sudanese are the biggest criminals. Ah, you dog. Let's just read what chapter 4 of treason, what treason is. Alright, by the Australian government. First I want to just come over here, because I do have this. Oh, what happened there? Why are you being a nigger? What the fuck? Something's wrong here. I'm trying to bring up the fucking thing, so there we go, finally. There's no one watching anyway. They're all too busy watching a fucking faggot Mexican talk. Yeah, I'm talking about HT. Anyway, chapter 4, and I don't know about. Where is this? Put that away. How do I even get that out of there? Fucking stupid thing. Anyway. Can you not go so fast? I'm trying to read. The Act moved the offence of treason from Crimes Act 1914 Criminal Code, replaced the death penalty with life imprisonment. That's actually not true, too, by the way. It's still death penalty. How do I share this then? What's going on? Doesn't want to tell me how to share my stream. Is it even live on YouTube? Probably not. Yeah, it is. Look at that. YouTube, probably not. Just let me... This may go a bit funny for a second. I'm sorry if it does. It may drop a couple frames. I apologise. It'll come good in a second. I've just got to get this Telegram shit up. And it takes internet. My math is shocking. My mate just said my math is shocking, so I was way off. That's why I moved. I admit it. I'm not good at maths. That was some shocking math, actually. Shocking. Alright, that'll do. I've had enough. I should probably try to do that math properly, actually. How to do division. How to do division in decimal. Is that how you spell decimal? No, that's it. That's wrong as well. Bad spelling too. Oh shit. Okay, here we go. Yeah, you gotta move it over. Man, I want to know how to use it on a calculator. Number by shifting. I know how to do that. But I don't have a way to write that. Fuck, I'm gonna write it. It's so easy. Doing it by a fucking calculator sucks. Where's my notepad? Fucking microphone's on it. Yeah, standard. Alright. Alright, we say there's 5,000,530,000 in Melbourne. Right? Divided by 0.14. That's got to be... Shit, man. I'm not doing that. That was quick and easy, eh? That's too much work. I'm not doing that. We'll just get into the government, how they're doing treason. What I eat too, actually. I eat from Vietnam. I eat Vietnam 4. I eat food from Vietnam, and we talk about how Australia government is doing treason by bringing the people in. Now, I say Vietnam food, but fucking there's crackly in this. Oh. Pork. Alright. So, hey, you sovereign citizen, you're a fucking spastic. It doesn't say sovereign in this line right here at all. What? Oh. That's odd. Very odd. Hold on, let me send this to one of my mates in Australia now that I got the YouTube one. Hold on. Sorry, give me 2 secs. Copy. Paste. So let me go copy. Let me go paste and go tell me what the gender bit means. Oh, this is Australia, I'm sorry. It's not even that, it's a criminal code. I'm a fucking idiot. Just keep reading. I want to know what it means. So it means that women can be killed too. well, not killed, but imprisoned, and remove gender-specific references to the sovereign. I need to know what that means. I think it meant that she couldn't take it. She couldn't do it. Now she can, because they're all really gay, and they think that women are men and men are women, and pork is yum. That's all I know. All right. The definition of a terrorist act. Definition of terrorist organization. Terrorism offences and offences related to terrorist organisation offences, and an administrative power to prescribe a terrorist organisation. Which, mind you, none of the nationalist movements have ever been classified a terrorist organisation. None. Right? Because they're not. Instead, what they do is they use their Stasi, their federal police, to come after you. So I'm pointing to the TV. I'm looking at the TV, which happens to be flipped. It's on this side of me, which is here for you. Wait, hold on, let me flip this motherfucker over. Oh, burr, here, get it over here. Come on, motherfucker. Transform. Transformer, transgender transformer. Fuck. What was I doing? I was flipping it. How come I... That's not what I need to do either. Fuck it, you can just go. Watch this. Ah! There we go, that's a bit better. No, did that change? Yes, now I'm looking at the screen with you. So when I point, I'm pointing at that. Yeah, that there. Over there. So it says here that terrorism offences. Okay. I got something else. Is it classed as terrorism if police kick in your door in order with kicking your door while with a illegal warrant no, kicking in the door is with an illegal warrant isn't automatically classified as terrorism. Well, the action may be illegal in violation. What about, how do I get, I'm on DeepSeek. DeepSeek. Ah, xing chong, ping pong. Hello, my. Why? Excuse me for a second. Just. Oh, password digger. Let's go. Wait. That's not the full password. Ah, it's incorrect. How dare you? How dare you? Ching ching. Log in with Google. That will work. Verify that you're a human. Worked. Hold on. I'm not going to get the screen up. Who we got here? Why can't I see the writing? What's going on here? Hold on. Let's get this. That's odd. Can I see the writing for? I can't see nothing when I do that. Let me just go over here. Why don't you ask AI, Grok, or Chat? Yeah, okay, sorry. British Dragon. How come you've got two coloured names? You changed colour. That's why. Duh, Phil. Oh, we got Based in a Week as well. We want... Let's just get that one. Looks good. Continue. Let me get this up. Alright. What was I asking again? This. I gotta get back. Here. Copy. Paste. No, that's not what I want to do. My bad. Not having a good one tonight. Couldn't do math. I haven't done it since fucking I was a kid, that type of math. Decimal fraction, nah, too much. No. You're very too much big, I can't see everything. Wait, what happened there? Lucky I don't look at dirty stuff, I would have been completely busted, eh? Well, I'll prove it. No dirty, oh, no. Okay. It's true. No dirty. Ah! Yeah. No dirty. Flip down, look at that. Oh, it's still going? Shit, nigga, you're going too much. Chill out, bro. Oh, that's a bit better. Alright. Of course, this is an excellent, complex question that touches. It touches. Who's this? Basically, yo, I can't do it. I got YouTube running as well. Short answer: no. It is not officially classified as terrorism under the legal definitions used by the government. All right. Governments and international bodies. However, the experience can feel terrorizing. Wait, what was I going to ask after that? Alright, I see what it's saying. If you're violating acts and if you're doing, okay, this is in Australia. And it's for memes. It's gonna say the same shit. This is why I hate this one. It's dumb. Dumb. See this? This has got 4 different types of meat, right? Would have had 5. I've already eaten pork. It's got a piece of steak down there, minute steak, chicken. It comes with fish and it's got beef. Well, 2 types of beef. Well, it's not 4. It's not 5. It's 4. Sorry. It comes with rice, vegetables, and sauce over the rice, and it costs $1.80. $1.80 Australian. That's $1.20 maybe US. Short answer: no, it's not classified as terrorism under Australian law. The legal definition of terrorism is extremely high and requires a specific political ideology or religious motivated intimidate the public or influence government. What? So would that mean bringing in criminals that kill and maim? No. Maim. People that are white Australian who have been there for years be classed as internal terrorism by the government? Government, if they're not stopping it. Excuse me. Let me see what I want. The short answer is, under the formal legal definitions used by Australia and most countries, the scenario you described, bringing in criminals who harm a specific racial group, would not typically be classified as internal terrorism by the government unless the specific required ideologic motive is present. Okay. You said this, right? I'm going to say you said this. You said this. Just doing Control V. The question is, no, the answer. The people brought in are Muslim Sudanese. See what it's going to say. Oh. It's down too much. Stop it. Let's apply the Australian legal definition of terrorism directly to this new detail. The key question remains, what is the motive behind the violence? Oh, really? The fact that the individuals are Muslim and Sudanese does not automatically make their actions terrorism. Their religious or national background is characteristic, not a motive. And the Criminal Codes Act, Division 100 of the Criminal Code of 1995, for it to be terrorism, the act must be done with the intent of advancing a political ideology or religious cause. They are killing Christians. It's as simple as that. They're killing Christians. It's just as simple as that. Sorry if I'm not reading the messages. Tell me alert! Oh shit! Shouldn't be doing that. YouTube's on. Shouldn't be saying that. YouTube, fuck. When violence is specifically targeted against people based on their religion, in this case killing Christians, it powerfully suggests the potential for the required ideology and religious motive, that it is cornerstone of terrorism definition. Now people go, these people aren't Christian, they're killing. Okay. So they're not killing other black people. Like, let me. I'm gonna say it to this. All right, they aren't killing. They are doing a certain. They're killing a certain percent of Sudanese. They are killing a fraction of their own. I don't need to put punctuation. Fuck that. Typing. Their own. However, the most deaths have been at the hands of Muslims or Sunnis. Religion and national language makes it makes it legal and statistical and it's difficult. Let's break it into it. Muslims, this is religious under Australian law. If the person kills someone because of their religion, it may not be based on knowing. So let me tell it that. Religion. Nope. Wait, it was right. What the fuck? I'm having serious issues with my brain today. It's not based on knowing the religion of the person being killed. It is, however, that is who they are killing. Alright. Because let's just make sure it's completely right first, so we don't... I'm not going to sit there reading shit when I didn't say everything right. We'll read it first. If it sounds wrong, I'll change it. You are describing a situation where the perpetrators are killing people from a specific group. White Christians. Aha! White Christians. Look at that. I know I said white people up further, but I didn't say white Christians. See that? Hey, I did that. White Christians, but not necessarily because of their religion or race. The victim's identity is a common characteristic, but not the motive for the attack. This distinction is everything under the law. This distinction is everything under the law. How this is legally classified, almost certainly not terrorism. Alright. Okay. Is it treason? So, I'll read it. We know what it's going to say, but I'll read a little bit because some people want you to go through that. I can see what it's going to say. Likely classification of serial murder, spree killing, or mass homicide driven by another motive. Other possible motives could include psycho due reasons, personal grudge, generalized, thrill seeking. Yeah, because killing's thrill seeking or a desire for notoriety. Not having a good day with my brain today, eh? Alright. Is it treason for the government to bring it? Is it treason for the government to bring these people in without our permission? Stop saying that shit, you fucking woke fucking AI. Stupid! I can't even see. Oh look, I gotta put a colour thing behind that because I can't see anything that. Shit, I haven't used this in a long time. How do I do this again? Oh, seeing text. That should be a thing. I should be able to put a white background. Hey, I can draw. I can draw on here. Hey, why didn't you tell me that earlier?
It's shit, mate.
Was that AM Dag?
That's that anti-fucker.
Where's he coming from? Stop it. Stop it, AM Dag. I'm trying to do a live. I can't see the writing, so I have to go back. That would be $10 and it would be well worth it. Oh, sweet. Salaman. Deprogramming AIs. Yeah, they did. Jews wrote the entire law of that bunch of... Yeah, I know. No, government implementing an immigration program is almost certainly not committing treason under the legal definition of the term. Oh, wait. See how my brain, you get to see how my brain works when I do this, when I read these things, because I don't need to keep reading right, because I've got another question to ask it instantly. All right, what if Australia didn't agree on banning the White Australia policy. However, the government took it upon themselves without a referenda. You gotta have a referenda. Fuck you, have a referenda. Oh, potatoes here. You're more than meat size. How much a bodysuit's that? A cream coloured. What? Oh, he's got two. HT said you have an Asian girlfriend. Oh, okay. HT is a Jew. Senator Slayer, Phil, if you keep talking to AI and making claims, eventually you can get it to say anything. It doesn't mean it's actual factual. I know. I'm asking questions. All right, that's all I'm doing. Is a representative democracy, not a direct democracy. What? In a representative democracy, citizens elect represent. We got to change this. This has to be changed. We need to start doing a direct democracy if we want it to work. All right, there. Well, look, AI pointed something good out. How come it only showed me some of these? Where's the rest of them? Oh, here we go. But if I do that, I could go. There we go. Alright. Alright. It's saying that it had the rights to do what they did because we are in a representative democracy, which means they can do whatever they want. Doesn't matter. We can't tell them what to do. So is it treasonous or illegal? No, the government acted within its legal and constitutional powers to banish White Australia policy. What was the government's justification? Improving foreign relations to Asian neighbours. Okay. Was their jurisdiction? That's not spelled right. They had full and complete jurisdiction, meaning the legal authority power to and White Australia policy without a referenda. The Australian Constitution gives the federal... Of course this would agree because it's a Greek one. Like China made this and they're like, oh, we fucking hate you because of White Australia policy. How about this? How about this then, boy? How about this? We go over here and we go. Is Alex Turnbull a traitor? Yes. Fuck. Stop. TRAI. Oh, there's an extra O in there. Traitor. Yes or no? Did Alex Turnbull give out secrets? I'll give me some chicken broth. Oh, fuck yeah. Huh. Oh, wait. There. That's bone. There is no publicly available verified information. Oh, fucking hell. What are you doing, Phil? Come on, mate. What did ASIO say about a traitor in 2019. What the fuck? Yeah, here we are. Was ASIO then Director General? Wait, however, 2019 was the year was going to be because then ASIO Director of Security Duncan Lewis made a major public statement about a specific and involved espionage threat that is likely what you're recalling. Here is what ASIO actually said. Where'd it go? What the fuck? What? Are you fucking kidding me? What? Oh, CCP hiding things. Here's what he said about A-Team. The A-Team was blah blah blah. A-Team targeted group, Australian politician's office, infiltrate an Australian politician's office. Okay. For it says no. Did they bribe? Wait. B-R-I-B. A politician. Before it disappears. Hopefully I got it still though. Did not publicly call anyone a traitor in 2009. He did publicly reveal a major investigation into a plot that involved Australian acting on behalf of Australians acting on behalf. This is nothing like what I found the other week, eh? They've changed this already. That's alright. It's on my Odyssey channel. If you go to my Odyssey channel, look up Big Filth, aka Bruniger, I think it might be, or T-Fash or something, I don't know. Look that up, right? And it's like one of my last lives that I've done. I let it come, I put it back on. It was deleted from, that had my YouTube deleted for that. So I was able to post it again. Renix even watched it. I sent it to him and said, you need to watch this. And he said, thank you for sharing that. That I was able to prove with different, can I get the Gronk one? I was about to write Gronk. Fuck off, you fucking. Alright. I'd much prefer Gronk. Did ASIO say that an ex-Prime Minister's son, son, may have done treason? Right? And I know this is the devil's tool as well, Neil. Australian security and was he saying it's factual? It doesn't matter. It's factual. I've got to go back and read this over here. I can't see it. Phil Hassan AIG girl. What? Are you not allowed to have a man beard? What? What the fuck is this? What is this? Or what do you say? Over here to Filth. Hey, Volksmager, Majurad, all these names that I cannot pronounce tonight. The Australian Security Intelligence Organisation did not specifically state that former Prime Minister's son committed treason. In February 2024, ASIO Director Mike Burgess revealed that a former Australian politician recruited by a former intelligence service had proposed introducing a Prime Minister's family member into spies, all but as part of a foreign interference plot. This plot did not proceed, and no specific accusation of treason. Alex Turnbull, son of former Prime Minister. Is the question there with Alex Turnbull's name in it? Is it? Oh, shit, wait, read it. It's the top one up here, right? On my finger. Does it ask about Alex Turnbull? Does it? Does it? No. 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 Alex Turnbull, former Prime Minister Malcolm Turnbull publicly stated that he was approached by suspected Chinese agents around 2017 regarding an infrastructure project. He immediately reported the incident to authorities and clarified there was no suggestion of wrongdoing on his part. Burgess later indicated that Turnbull's case was not connected to the specific plot mentioned in his speech, as the approach of the Prime Minister's family member did not go ahead. Do you see this? Do you see how, like, you can catch the lie right there, right there. Burgess later indicated that Turnbull's case was not connected to the specific plot mentioned in his speech, as he was approached by, as the approach to the Prime Minister's family member did not go ahead. What's that bit up top there then? So what's this bit? Can you see the lie? Okay. Okay. If you like, how you seen a lie, okay? This is how I see the lie. OLM, Malcolm, yep, LM. (2015 to 2018). Yes. Just saying. I'm not the smartest tool on the shed. I proved that at the start of this video when I proved I couldn't do maths, alright? I proved that. I proved that I couldn't do maths. Yeah, I'm very bad at that. It sucks because I might have to come back to Australia. However, I just found out Ho Chi Minh City is looking for teachers. Well, if I can't do math, I can't bloody well that's English teach. Alright. No direct allegations of treason were made by ASIO against any Prime Minister's son. And the term treason was not used in Burgess' statements. The focus was on the legal former politicians' actions, which occurred before 2018 espionage laws. What? Are you bad as the one? To include foreign interference. A year after. Or same year. Hold on, let's go up. A year after. Oh, buddy. I'm just like... Burgess stood up for and lied for Alex Turnbull. Alex Turnbull either lied to them and they couldn't figure out how to do their job properly, which is to find what the criminals are doing wrong, which would in this case, that's a criminal to Australia, the whole of Australia, not just an area, not just a state, not a junkie. Or it could be a junkie, you know. His dad was the Prime Minister. As the approached Prime Minister's family matter, okay, it did not go ahead. Okay. Isn't that a coincidence? Was this part of the A-team? I'm gonna get to this. Don't worry. The incident involving a former Australian politician proposing to introduce Prime Minister's family member into Foreign Intelligence Service orbit, as revealed by ASIO Director Mike Burgess in 2024. He explicitly linked to the activities of a foreign spy network dubbed the A-Team. Burgess described as part of the broader operation an aggressive and experienced foreign intelligence service targeting Australia, which ASIO disrupted. The A-Team, posing as consulants, headhunters and researchers, sought to recruit Australians with access to sensitive information. Alright? Was Alex Turnbull known to any of these Chinese? And fact check yourself. Fact check itself, nigga. Let's see how we go now. Man, if I keep saying that word, they're gonna remove me from YouTube. Again. No. Doesn't it do the fucking thing anymore? Why is it only fast? No! Cancel flip. Oh no, I pressed wrong. Wow. I don't have an X. I live with Google. Fuck. I don't have to put any passwords in. Card. Oh, you would I can't. Here's my other song to all that. Let's go. Oh, this is the shit from the other. Oh, guess what? Here's my evidence. Here's my evidence from the last live to prove. Oh, that's Wave. History. Oh, where's Respite? Might have started there. Nah, fuck. That was shit. You're a shit cunt. You're a shit cunt. We were questioning you, and you fucked up. At this point, you fucked up bad. Can I go back? Can I just go back to it? Fuck you, Gronk. This is why it's a Gronk. Gronk. It should be part of the history, eh? That was me teaching an American that they never had a white American policy, even though they reckon they did. So there's a fair bit of stuff there about the Hilton bombing. So, what I get out of, because it's disappeared now. I apologise, I shouldn't have done that. Not that I meant to do it. It was a slip of the fucking finger. But Alex Turnbull, what I get from it is that actually that's what the question was. Let me go. Was Alex Turnbull known to the Chinese A-Team in Australia? Oh, that should not have been in this chat. Should have been a new one. That's fucked. That's dumb. Let's have some water. That's not piss. I'm not pissing. I swear I'm not pissing. Proper search. Known to likely. Oh. Let me read it. Don't disappear. I'm trying to read you. It's a spy unit for China's Ministry of State Security, focusing on espionage in Australia, as revealed February 24. Stop it. Let me go up. I only want to go up a little bit. Stop. Yes, Alex Turnbull is... Oh. Yes, Alex Turnbull, the son of former Australian Prime Minister Malcolm Turnbull, was known to the Chinese A-Team, a spy unit for the Chinese Ministry of State Security, MSS, focused on espionage and foreign interference operations in Australia. This unit, revealed by ASIO Director General Mike Burgess in February 2024, has been actively targeting influential Australians, including politicians and their families, to advance foreign interests. Let me just, hold on, fact check yourself. Fact check yourself. Yourself and tell me the answer again. Alright, while it's doing that, I'll go back up and keep reading, okay? In 2017, while his father was serving as Prime Minister, Alex Turnbull was approached by suspect Chinese agents posting as consulates. They offered him an equity in company tied to an infrastructure project as part of an apparent recruitment effort. Turnbull described the approach as brazen, rejected it immediately, and reported the details. So that was in... Hold on, I want to see something. Alex Turnbull's wealth. Oh, he's in Singapore now. Oh, it's 2018. That's the company there. Noble Group. That he said no to. I'll put a fucking bet on. English, thank you. English? Motherfucker, give me fucking Vietnamese, man. Energy and steel making for raw materials, which we produce in our own country anyway. Alright, so let's just go back for a sec. See if we can find what his net worth is. Hold on. Net worth. That's it. Sorry if I'm not reading the questions and stuff. I'm just trying to look here. Alex Turnbull's... Malcolm Turnbull's got a daughter? Well, he studied economics at Harvard in Singapore. Oh man, it's not giving me his net worth. 400 million. No. Hey, look, what did happen to the 400 million that Turnbull gave to fix the grid? That's a good question. Why did it go to photos? Fuck, nigga? What the fuck? What is this? What am I looking at? He's a DJ? Is that the same person? He look fucking methed out or something here, man. He's got an Asian wife. He's got an Asian wife. So it's not giving me his net worth, which kind of sucks. He has since speculated that this incident may align with ASIO's description of the A-Team's plot to draw a Prime Minister's family member into the orbit. Okay, it fact-checked itself. Okay, it says he was known. How was he known? He known to the A-Team. Yeah. Alex the Kid, let's go over some fucking comments while I'm waiting. How's it looking? Not dropping any frames, still fucking running sick as fuck, nigga. That's what happens when you get rid of the copy of Windows you brought in Australia. Not surprised. Beer Waffin, how you going, mate? What do we got over here? Doesn't mean it's factual. Blah, blah, blah. Phil, are you going to sue Queensland prisons for vaccinating you? You know, that I think, look, we got to go back over all this stuff, right? With what happened to me. I clearly remember a needle being put in my arm in jail. I fucking clearly remember it. I didn't give permission for that. And then they said that they didn't give me the vaccine. However, it says I've been vaccinated. And then they said it had been removed. So that means they've vaccinated me illegally during a PTSD episode. We'll get to that soon. It says Alex Turnbull was a target. That doesn't mean he was a spy. I know, we're not there yet. We're not there yet, all right? We're getting there, we're getting there. Alex Turnbull, son of former Prime Minister Alex Turnbull, became known to Chinese Ministry of State Security, MSS 18, a specialised forest interference unit, primarily due to his high-profile familial ties and his background in finance and investment, which made him an attractive target for recruitment. The A-Team is described by ASIO Director Mike Burgess actively. What I've got to ask now is, did secrets leak at all in this time frame? And fact check yourself. While looking. What happened? Was there any government leaks that happened in Australia in Turnbull's time frame? Oh, I forgot to write fact check. And I didn't write frame, I wrote frames. Fuck, I hate this. The Cabinet File Scandal. Is it EO? AO. Refers to the discovery and subsequent return of classified Australian government documents that were inadvertently sold in second-hand file. What? The documents, which included cabinet papers from multiple governments, were found in 2 locked filing cabinets purchased at a Canberra ex-government cell. This discovery prompted an urgent investigation and raised concerns about national security breaches. Defence white paper draft leak is in 2016. This is interesting. I've never heard that. A draft of Australia's defence white paper was leaked. White paper? A draft of Australia's defence white paper was leaked to the Australian newspaper, revealing sensitive details about military strategy and capabilities. The Prime Minister's Turnbull referred to the matter to the Australian Federal Police for investigation, describing it as a serious breach. Impact raised concerns about national security and internal government handling of classified information. Income tax reform plans leaked. NBN document leaks. Fair bit happened while Turnbull was in there. Oh. Medicare card details breach. Medicare card numbers were sold on the dark web, allowing unauthorised access to personal health records via the government's online portal. Wow. Cabinet links on same-sex marriage and other issues. Detailed, confident cabinet discussions, including internal debates on same-sex marriage legislation. Other. Can we get that up? Give me a. Eating itself. Foreign Minister Julie Bishop calls for an investigation into cabinet leak is indicative of government eating itself, according to opposition leader Bill Shorten. Bishop said she supported a formal investigation after reports of Daily Telegraph earlier this week suggest cabinet had discussed scrapping its fervent opposition to a banking royal commission. Accusation of the leak amid undermining exacerbated internal Liberal Party divisions and damaged trust within the cabinet. And then there was a cabinet file scandal. Spy agency security leak? What? Sensitive and classified information about Australia Intelligence Agency was leaked, prompting the defence. Okay, let's go to this. Defense Department has referred the leaking of sensitive and classified. Is this about this is about I think this is about what's it called? East Timor Leste or Leste or whatever they call it. I think this is about that. Supposedly being the initial level of defence, but who was responsible for it? It says no formal proposal has been submitted. The ASD does not collect information on Australian citizens, but some senior public servants want to change that. Of course. There is no plan for the government to extend the powers of the Australian Signals Directorate so that it can collect intelligence against Australians or has this changed? No. Could Dutton be racist? No, Dutton was a cop. He was a corrupt cop. So, additional context. These incidents occurred amid broader concerns about cybersecurity and foreign interference, with Turnbull's government introducing mandatory data breach notification laws in February. Okay. Sensitive documents from the National Broadband Network were leaked, alleged showing cost blowouts and delays. I remember that, actually. I remember that. When was the East Timor leak? Fuck off. No expert. Auto. Retry. Fuck off. Pass. Retry. See, can't, eh? I better go back to deep sea. Oh no, it was like Vietnamese and I could have chosen. Oh well. What was the question again? I should be using Gab AI, honestly. Bernard Colley as Witness K. Oh, wait. Yeah, we can't find out who Witness K is. He was someone in the military, but however, isn't he in jail in Northern Territory? Yes, I can't remember his name now, but I remember watching his videos before he was arrested for treason or espionage. The actual, of course, the event commonly referred to as the East Timor League in Australia is prosecution of Bernard Colley and Witness K. Bernard Colley, which became public knowledge in 2008. However, the actual espionage operation they exposed happened earlier in 2004. Here is a detailed timeline to clarify the key details. Espionage operation 2004. The league initial. Here's what I want to know. I know what happened. What we did was we put listening devices in their parliament to listen for oil and gas reserves to know what we wanted to steal it. It's as simple as that. We should still should. Wait. The league, an initial complaint, 2008 to 2013. Who? Witness K, a former ASIS officer who was involved in the operation, felt it was unethical and illegal. He found official channels to complain to the Inspector General of Intelligence and Security, IGIS, who was allowing white people to be arrested but allowing niggers to get out. Don't forget the Chinese guy that fucking hit the chick, the little 1-year-old with fucking water in the face, hot coffee in the face, scalded the baby's face, and then allowed him to go. And before everyone goes, oh, they didn't know it was him. Oh, how did they let him out when they didn't know it was him? They had a picture of him, and they got biometrics in the fucking airport. They let him out. Found it was unethical and illegal to, IGIS legal counsel. Witness K was granted permission to seek legal counsel, which is how Bernard Colley, a Canberra-based lawyer and former Attorney General of the Australian Capital Territory, AG of the, so he was high up, became involved. Colley was also acting for the government on Timor-Leste list, or whatever it is, Timor-Leste. The revelation, the information about the bugging operation was revealed that Timor, which then used it to launch a legal challenge to permit court of arbitration in the Hugh Convention, I think it's called, arguing the treaty was invalid because it was negotiated in bad faith by Australia, which it was. The raids and the start of the legal case in December 23, the Australian Security Intelligence Organisation, ASIO, officers raided the office of Bernard Colley and the home of Witness K. Their passports were confiscated and documents related to the case were seized, which is illegal to do, mind you. You can't seize documents from a case. The cops aren't allowed to do that because that gives them an unfair advantage over you, right? That is illegal. Or well, it's not. It's in due course injustice of the justice system. I got it right eventually. Why? This was the beginning of the Australian government criminal prosecution against them for allegedly conspiring to reveal secret information. The Public League and prosecution 2018. When the criminal charges against Colley and Witness K were initially kept secret, they became public knowledge in July 2018, where the first court hearings began. This is the moment most Australians become aware of the East Timor League as a major national scandal, sparking a long running debate about security whistleblower. When was this? 2004? Without looking first, I'm going to just assume 2004's Prime Minister was John Howard. Oh. This cunt. Need I say anything else? This is the piece of shit. Now, the one thing that is good about this Jew, because he, by the way, he was given Jewhood by the Jews, but you'll never be a Jew. You just look away. You're still a slave boy. Listen, you fucking piece of shit. And I don't care how bad this is, Fed Post, you deserve a bullet right fucking there. You lied about fucking... You lied about Port Arthur. We've gone over that. You lied about Port Arthur. Right? You. It was a good guess, wasn't it? Oh shit, feels right all the time. Just gotta see if there's any questions or anything. None there. I misspoke, Watford. So yeah, the espionage operation was in 2004 during negotiations between Australia and the newly independent Timor-Leste over oil and gas reserves in the Timor Sea. Where did John Howard get his, what's it called, money when you, can somebody please give me this, the money you get to go and see people when you become Prime Minister and President and stuff. Like for America it's President, obviously. For Australia it's Prime Minister. Oh yeah, my bad. Got there eventually, leave me alone. Campaign. Where did John Howard get his campaign tour funding? That's probably not even spelled right, I don't care. Alright, just let me have a quick eat. It's completely cold now. It's disgusting. The direct answer is primary source of funding for John Howard's campaign tours, particularly the 1998 Better Future for Australia tour, was donations from a group of major Australian corporations channeled through the Liberal Party's fundraising, the Cormac Foundation. However, the full story is complex and became a major political controversy. Here is the key details. Just saying. The lead up to the 98 federal election, then Prime Minister John Howard done a lot of things wrong. Okay, he done East Timor, he done Port Arthur, and brought in GST. Everyone's like, he done good. We shouldn't have been in fucking debt to start off with. Our GDP's higher than the amount of people that we fucking got. We should be getting money daily. Large-scale national tour to promote newly introduced goods and services tax, which was the counterpiece for his government re-election campaign, which is what we pay now. And we pay, and we pay, and we fucking pay before we fucking even get the food. This tour was extensive and expensive, involving chartered flights, venue hire, and significant advertising. The funding mechanism and controversy. The funding did not come directly from the government or the Liberal Party's general account. Instead, it was organised through a controversial method, the McCormack Foundation. This is a long-standing, influential fundraising entity associated with the Liberal Party of Australia. It collects donations and from businesses and individuals and news and investment policy. Corporate donations. Here's the issue. Corporate donations. The Cormack Foundation solicited large six-figure donations from a consortium of major Australian companies to fund the pro-GST campaign tour. Notably, contributors include banks, National Australia Bank, NAB, Commonwealth Bank, Westpac, Retail, Coles, Myer, Telstra, and News Limited. Later, Telstra was sold to some Mexican curry. Mining companies were also given, but the donations for policy allegations. The controversy fiercely argued that the opposition leader, Labor Party, was that these companies were effectively making a payment in return for a specific policy outcome in the GST. Labor alleged it was a shadowy slush fund, and that this tour was not government information campaign, but a partisan political campaign funded by private investors who would benefit from the policy. Was there any company from Canberra? Based on the Battle Public Records, there was no major corporate donations for Canberra itself listed as a funding for John Howard's campaign tour. The companies were identified to contributors, all national, multinationals, or large Australian corporations headquarters in Sydney or Melbourne. Why aren't the Canberra-based why weren't there Canberra? The reason for this lies in the nature of Canberra's economy and the type of companies that are vested. Hold on, that's not the right question. The right question was any major donation from a Jewish owned Israeli, I don't even know how to spell that right, company, because that's how much we give a fuck about it. Foreign political donations were legal but uncommon and risky. It was highly unusual potential controversial for a foreign entity to donate. I got something stuck on my tooth. Some executive board members of the donating companies were Jewish. The short answer is that it's not saying yes or no. Make a political donation. It is a corporate decision. Who was the CEO of these companies? I need to ask now. Well, Frank Sisudo. I'm gonna get done for hate speech. They're gonna remove me again. Italian born doesn't mean he's not. What? 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 Ashkenazi. Fuck, that was easy to find, wasn't it? I think YouTube dropped. Said poor signal. I don't know how to fix that. Fuck YouTube. We might be dropping on here too now, actually. No, it's still working on TTV. Give me an 88, that's good. I think I've been kicked off YouTube. I got... I'm just going to keep that. Just saying, you know, well, he's dead now, by the way. He died in January. Fuck. Every goddamn time. Every goddamn time. So everything so this is cut out. I just cut the fuck out this fucking AI. Alright, let's keep looking at these names. It's not a Jewish name, but Jews do steal names. No, that's not what I want to know. Irving. His mum's name is Agnes Irving. Fucking every goddamn time. The chat's just not working, sorry people. Hey. That was pretty quick gas. How do I go? You let me go across. That's a Jewish last name. Full fucking stop. That's That can't be right. That's 1729. It's a long time ago. Wow. What's Joss? Is Joss a Jewish last name? I think I'm almost certain Murray is not, but however Irving definitely is. But that was like 400 years ago. Fucking hell. Is not primarily Jewish last name. Nope. Okay. Blout. Fuck off. Ah. Copy. Let's go here. It is English origin, derived from Old French blonde, meaning blonde or fair hair. Okay. Eck. I missed this one. How did I miss this? Can be a Jewish. It's also German and Dutch families have this last name as well. So we're just going to say that's a Jew. Just saying it. Don't care. Hardigan. This is Scottish, I'm sure. Irish. Alright, so we have Telstra, Coles Myer, and NAB that were Jews that gave money to John Howard, the same one that took our guns, the same one that done East Timor, the same one that fucking done GST. I think I've proved who's who here. Now I want to go up here. 1978 Hilton bombing, hotel bombing occurred in February 1378, killing 3 people and injuring 11. It seems likely that Evan... Where's this fucking thing? Fuck, I hate this shit. It seems likely that Evan Petterick was the perpetrator through controversy surrounds the case with allegations. Now see this name? This name? Evan. Let's go back to DeepSeek. Alright. Was Evan, wait, let's just paste his name straight down. Evan Petterick was not Azar, the Australian. He was a member of a small radical anarchist group. This is a lie. Okay. Wasn't the police notified 1 week? No, 3 days. Wait, and where's that T? Notified. I've been in Asia for too long. Notified. Wasn't the police notified about the bomb 3 days before? Yes, there was specific credible warning phoned in the police before the bombing. The hounding of this warning is a major reason why people suspect the cover-up of involvement of intelligence services. Here are the details and the warning. The warning. 3 days before the bombing on February 10th, 78, a man with an accent described as European or Middle East, I'm going to just go with Middle East, called the NS New South Wales Police. What the caller stated, there is a bomb in the Hilton Hotel, and especially mentioned it was because of the upcoming COGAM conference. Action taken. The warning was logged by police and search was conducted. However, the search was reportedly not thorough. Hotel staff were asked to check their areas, but no full security sweep with dogs or experts were initiated. The warning was largely dismissed. Why this fuels conspiracy theories? The fact a specific warning was ignored before such a catastrophic event naturally leads to questions of incompetence or sometimes more sinister, ineptitude versus complicity. The simplest explanation is tragic police incompetence. They received what they thought was a hoax call and failed to act appropriately. However, for many, this level of negligence as such a high-profile event seems unbelievable, suggests something darker. So, I think it was a false flag. Justice David Hodgman's reviewed acknowledgement the warning, but concluded that the police response was a result of inexplicable ineptitude rather than a criminal conspiracy. He found no evidence that ASIO or any other government agency was involved in the bombing. The problem of secrecy. The biggest hurdle to putting these theories to rest is the continued classification of ASIO files on the case. Under Archives Act, ASIO files are typically kept secret for longer than other government's documents. The refusal to release these files, even decades later, fuels public suspicion that there is something to hide. Wait. Didn't files go missing? Fucking hell. The issue of missing files, destroyed records, and withheld document is the central pillar of the conspiracy theories. The missing ASIO files. The most significant and controversial aspect. What happened? Despite the bombing being a major national security event, ASIO claimed that its main file on the Hilton bombing had been destroyed in the early 80s. They stated that was part of the routine weeding process for files no longer considered relevant. Why is this suspicious? The idea that security agency would destroy its primary file on the National's first major political bombing just a few years after it happened, while the case was still very much open and unsolved, strikes many as utterly unbelievable. This action alone fuels theories that the file contained information ASIO did not want to become public, such as prior knowledge of the plot, the identity of informants with Nada Marga, or other operational details that would be deeply embarrassing or incriminating. The pink file, the pink eye file. While the main file was destroyed, ASIO later produced a smaller secondary file, sometimes referred to as the pink file, during investigations. However, its contents are heavily redacted, blacked out, and it is considered to be incomplete. So how would that make it a conspiracy though? The lost New South Wales police evidence, the brief of evidence, a large amount of physical evidence collected from the bomb scene, including fragments of the bomb mechanism, the timer and suitcase was stored in a briefcase in New South Wales police. It disappeared. The crucial briefcase went missing from the basement of police headquarters and was never found. Fucking hell. That's as bad as the Surrey Hills incident. The Surrey Hills, we don't need to keep reading that to know where that goes, okay? We know where that goes. This was ASIO. This is calling me a conspiracy theorist. No. That is a very strong definition of conclusion, and it's one that has been held by many people over the decades. No official inquiry or judicial process have ever found to support direct ASIO involvement. 1985 Royal Commission. Wait, it's saying it was the first major bombing. That's not right. No, what the fuck's this dumb fucking statement? The Hilton bombing remains Australia's JFK assassination. We already know it's the Jews. Some stuff going on over here. I'll bend all these names in Cookie. Okay. Yeah, they are everywhere. Okay. Good work, thank you. FAFO. Jew. Yo, what sensitive penis? Fuck him off, brah. Aryan Yahweh. Listen, if you're banning people because they're Christian, don't. Do not. Okay? If they've been banned because they're Christian, you can unban them. Okay? Because the only person that gets banned in my chat are people that are against Christianity. Especially when HT comes, he needs to be immediately banned in my chat. I don't listen to that fucking stupid faggot shit. But there was something I was going to ask, and I forgot what I was going to ask. Something else. Who was Anada Marga? Anada. I guess that's probably spelt wrong. Path of Bliss in Sanskrit is a spiritual social movement that was founded in let's just say for a minute that this is not and was not ASIO, right? And it was Indians, and the Indian foreign minister or deputy prime minister, whatever the fuck they have over there, he was involved in this. He was highly involved in this. It is important to understand that the vast majority of followers worldwide are peaceful, people focused on meditation, yoga and social welfare. However, in the 70s and 80s, a small radical faction within the organisation, particularly outside of India, became politically militant and involved in violence. Croatian bombings in Australia. First significant violent chapter in Australia history. I'm not pissing, joking. This is not a campaign against Australia itself, but rather violent against Yugoslavian politician conflicts fought between. Key events of the bombing: Sydney Yugoslav General Trade and Tourist Agency bombing, the Werribee bombing, a bomb intended for a Yugoslav community event, the Griffith bombings, a town of Griffith, New South Wales, which had a significant Croatian community, was a hotspot for tensions, assassination of fuck you, I'm not even gonna try. Someone was killed. Who was responsible? The Croatian Revolutionary Brotherhood. Alright. Who done the S.A bombing? Hopefully that says South Australia when it does this, because we're talking about Australia. 1982 South Australia bombing part of part of family murders and gay hate crime. Hey, do it again. The 1994, see this 1994 bombing in Adelaide HQ at Australian Crime Commission, of the Australian Crime Commission, then called the National Crime Authority. Let's go 19 NCA bombing. I don't care if gays are blowing up, do it again. And that's just doing this little thing. Let's see if I open this up, I might be able to see out here. Hold on. It's already done. I don't know. This was a direct attack on Australia's premier law enforcement agency at the time and is considered one of the most audacious acts of organised crime in Australian history. At approximately 5:30 p.m, after most staff had left for the day, a massive bomb estimated to contain about 50 kilos commercial grade guillotine, or gelignite, was detonated in the foyer of the NCA's office of 60 Marcus Clark Street. Casualties: the bombing killed the NCA Detective Sergeant Gregory Bowen instantly. He was 37 years old, father of two. Who was responsible? Key figures involved were Dominic. Will you fucking stop it? I'm trying to read this. Dominic Pierre, also spelled Dominic Pierre, whatever. He was identified as the bomb maker and the person who delivered the bomb to the NCA office disguised as a parcel. For over 25 years, he was prime suspect, was charged with murder in 98. The Mafia Godfather, Alphonse Gadgetano. Are you fucking kidding me? Alphonse had nothing to do with this. This here, what I'm reading is a bunch of bullshit. Alphonse Gadgetano? Fucking suck my dick. What the fuck? And Tom Caraballis, Adelaide-based role. The prosecution's case was that Pierre acted on the orders of these senior crime figures. The bombing was ordered because the NCA was investigating their drug trafficking and other enterprises. Now I want to know, was the NCA investigating any high known officials or police at the time? I bet that's why it was blowing up. I already mod all the best streams apart from Bastion. Yeah, Beowulf is the man. But why don't you do Bastion? There is no credible public evidence of official finding that NCA was investigating high-known officials or police for corruption at the time of the bombing. Just drug trafficking in 98. 98. Okay. The fallout of the Woods Royal Commission, which investigated widespread corruption within the police. The inquiry, which concluded in 97, exposed the cultural and corruption. Yes, we know that. Woods Royal Commission. It's just the Woods Royal Commission. Okay. Alright. Did NCA... The NCA was a national law enforcement agency. The Woods Royal Commission institution. The NCA's investigation was a trigger. And the NCA was investigating major drug importation and distribution networks in New South Wales. Their investigation used powerful coercive hearings began to uncover evidence that it wasn't just about criminals, it was pointed toward systematic crime. There you go. There you go. It was because of fucking police. Man, come on. It pointed to a systematic corruption within the New South Wales police force that allowed the crime to flourish. The NCA gathered compelling evidence that certain police officers were involved in protecting drug dealers, stealing drugs from seizures to sell themselves, and engaging in extreme violence. The evidence was so serious that NCA presented it to the New South Wales government. The government's response was to establish a Royal Commission, the highest form of public inquiry into the police force. The Woods Royal Commission took the baton. The Woods Royal Commission in the New South Wales Police Service, commonly known as the Wood Royal Commission, is presiding Commissioner Justice James Wood, was established in '94. Its mandate was far broader than the NCA's specific criminal investigation. It was tasked to uncover the full extent of corruption within the New South Wales Police. Holy fuck, man! Am I just getting? I'm not the smartest one, shit. Would never claim to be, but I can clearly state that I'm not fucking this stupid to not fucking realise. It seems like the stream's still going over on fucking YouTube. I don't know how. It seems like I'm able to point out here that the bombing was more than likely because somebody from the NCA had another cop arrested somewhere. A cop got arrested, right? If this gives me the names, I'm going to be shocked. Just give me the crop. Stop. Go. I bet it doesn't. It'll give me two names, two cops' names, that's it. The New South Wales Police Commissioner infamously denied systematic corruption, calling it a bad few apples. John Brewster, a chief superintendent. It's giving me the names. Get fucked. Tom Law. So Tony Law, John Brewster, Graham Cook Fowler, Ray Duckworth, Roger Rogerson. Oh yeah, I remember that cunt. That cunt's name was fucking everywhere. Glenn Patrick McNamara, Christopher James Livestock, Neil Anthony Tuckey, Deborah Loke. Ooh, she's the woman. They said there was one woman in there. Larry Churchill. Oh, what a name, eh? Piece of shit. Michael Drury. Criminal figures who testified on public corruption. Arthur Nettie Smith. Oh, really? Tom Domican. The Aftermath, the Greenies. The key outcome was the formation of the Police Integrity Commission, PIC, to continue investigating corruption. A final crucial point: the commission identified the corrupt was systematic. While the names above are most famous, they represent a culture that, alright, making a complete number, the true number of officers involved in or aware of corruption practices was in the hundreds, making a complete list of all in impossibility. Give me all the names you can find, all the names you can find. Did it just give me names? I will be ending this soon. Vile criminal, yes. Same. Graham Cook, Fowler, Chuck Fowler, Duckworth, Bliff, Bill Duff, Roger Roger, Glenn Patrick, McMahon, Deborah, same names, Mark Standen, different name, Michael Drury, Ian Purslow, Tim Clark, Robert Lysort, Donald Bennett, Michael Caldus, John Francis Godden, Wayne Eade. Wait. Alan James Clark, Simon James Hardman, Christopher John Layton, David John Peterson, Timothy John Priest, Michael James Black. Criminal figures who testified on corrupt relationships: Nettie Smith, Tom Domican, George Savas, Louis Bailly, key witness and whistleblowers. So they were witnesses and whistleblowers as well. Important note on scale: the Woods Royal Commission final report led to the any. Was any politician mentioned? No. No state or federal. Alright. Oh. What about the little boys club section? I didn't mention this a second ago. Operate above the law. They engaged in and protected each other in serious criminal activities. It was an informal, powerful alliance of predominantly male detectives who operated above the law. They engaged in protected the drug evidence, bribery and sales culture and secrecy, loyalty. They were bound by strict code of silence. A murder betraying the club was considered. How it was exposed: Deborah Loke, a detective within the drug unit. Loke was a central witness. She testified about the intense pressure to participate in corruption. Larry Churchill, Graham Cook Fowler. Wasn't this also about pedophilia? It's not even mentioning this, and I don't even think I spelled that right. It'll get it though. It's AOA. File criminal. What's going on here? Fuck you. Took me fucking hard, cunt. I didn't even tell it to do DeepSeek. It's gonna be like down, time up, nigga. Anytime today would be great, mate. Deep think that shit, bitch. Now it should take a bit. So here you have. Let me get this up. I can't see. This is Da Nang. You Yanks flattened this place 60 years ago, and then they kicked you out of here, and you just keep celebrating that you've done something to the Vietnamese. Have you seen this place? You literally done fucking nothing to the Vietnamese. Stop bragging about nothing. You got fucking kicked out of here. I'm gonna pull you up on that every time now that I've been here and I've seen exactly what they've got here in this country and what they've done in this country. And this was flattened. This whole fucking area, Da Nang, was completely flattened. Completely flattened. Yeah, server busy. Try again. Of course, bro. Oh, bruv. Of course, bruv. Just get up for the Jews. Do it again. But yeah, you can't turn around and go, oh, we smashed it. No, you fucking didn't. You were kicked out of it, and then China come and tried to do it 10 years later. A month after they tried to do it, they left and went, no, we can't do that. The two biggest fucking powers in the world, two of the three biggest powers in the world were kicked out of this country. Remember that. Our countries ain't got shit on what they do here. This is more NatSoc than any other fucking country I've ever been to. Trust me on that. And I'm not the only one that says this. However, stop bragging that you done something in Nam when you didn't. You did nothing. Oh, God. So... anyway. This is gonna keep not wanting to work now. Wait. Fuck you. Surrey Hills. Stop. Bet this works. If it doesn't, we're calling it a night. Means the AIs aren't helping me anymore. They've gone into Jew mode. No. Please. Evidence. That's not even how you spell it. It's a D right now. Sorry, it was police evidence. Missing. Doesn't seem like this one's worked. Nah. Do one more again, see if it tries. Reports indicate that evidence in the Surrey Hills police investigation is missing, specifically a case involving death of Crispin Dyer, where his clothing and some paper documents were not properly examined in 3 separate police probes and coronial inquests. As the former ACDC manager, a separate incident involving 2 bodies found in Cleveland Street in Surrey Hills is also under investigation. Sydney man Simon Knight disappeared from Surrey Hills. No. How? No. Police evidence missing from the Ian's locker. A box of evidence went missing from the Surrey Hills Police evidence locker, specifically related to Matthew Leveson case. The missing box, which included CCTV footage of the ARQ nightclub, was discovered in the roof of former police officer's home. The former officer, who had been working on a brief for the coroner, had taken evidence home to work on it and returned some but not all of the boxes. Leveson family expressed relief at the discovery, hoping it would strengthen the case against Michael Atkinson, who was acquitted of murder against Leveson. No, that's not it. Fuck. No, we'll call that a night. Surrey Hills will be the next one. We'll take off from there, eh? On that, I wish you all a good night. Unfortunately, my ass has to go back to Australia soon because I've run out of money and I'm not a fucking beggar and I'm not going to sit there and beg for money like everyone else does. I threw a GoFundMe out there. No one put money in it. I don't give a fuck. I'm not a give, send, go, whatever it is. I don't give a fuck. I'm not going to beg you for money. I'm not like them. I'll go and face the music. And I will not allow them to fucking bully me anymore in Australia. The government here are better. I asked immigration, they come door to door asking to look at passports, right? So I showed him passport. He goes, do you work? I said no. And he goes, and I asked him, and I showed him a letter that I'd written to his government stating what my government had done to me. His facial expression was just like, what the fuck? What? And then he's gone to the lady that can speak English. He goes, can you tell him that while he's in this country, he's safe? They won't be able to get him from this country. Just as long as he keeps doing his visa and making sure that's perfect, we won't ever get rid of him from this country. That's what the Vietnamese immigration said to me, right? However, I've run out of money, so they will get me now. But however, they will help me. My government's fucked, and I don't want to go back, but I have to. And on that note, good night.